Hi, my name is Navjit Dhillon. I live in Canada with my two parents, Sergi and Navjit Dhillon, along with my sister, Sanji Dhillon. My parents have stable jobs with a daughter in university and a son hoping to go. Now this sounds like everyday life in Canada, but this isn't how it always was. The journey began in Punjab, India, where both my parents grew up. Life was difficult income-wise, as Punjab strictly consisted of farmland and relied heavily on natural resources. Then my father, in 1991, immigrated to Canada along with his parents and siblings. The Toronto Blue Jays were about to win the World Series, Vanilla Ice had just dropped a new single, and plaid and various other types of flannel shirts and button-ups were in style. The 1991 economy was not a good one, especially after Black Monday, which occurred in October 1987, when the Dow Jones dropped by 22.6%, leaving many people jobless. My father faced adversity like language barriers, lack of connections, lack of capital, and lack of qualifications. My father's earlier tenure in Canada was not a good one, but he kept a smile on his face. Until one day, my father got a job at a packaging factory. He did not receive much income, but he loved living in Canada and he loved his job. But unfortunately, it didn't love him. My father was not receiving equal pay as well as the other workers did, even though he had been there longer. It just so happened that other minorities were facing the same thing too, so they all formed a union and took it to the provincial courts to settle this. It is because of Canada's freedom laws that allowed my father to do this. Things like this happen in India all the time, but nobody takes action. I have Pierre Trudeau to thank for this, as he did make the Charter of Rights and Freedoms in 1982. My father went back home and found my mother, Navjit Dhillon. They married in 1993 and had to come to a decision, to go to Canada or stay in India. One of their goals was to have children, so my sister and I's future was also in the equation. Education in India would not benefit us, so they thought about that as well as programs like OSAP, something they didn't have in India. Another factor was free healthcare established by Lester B. Pearson in 1972. They decided to move to Canada and live the rest of their lives there. My father and my mother both got a job at Stackpole Limited and now are working as car mechanics. My sister was born in 95 and I was born in 98. They cherish both of us. Both my parents work stable jobs with stable incomes and are enjoying Canadian culture and living it to the fullest. Our family has adapted to this culture and have grown to love it. I would like to continue the streak of hard work in the Dhillon family by excelling academically and building relationships with the right people, and one day hope to have my own family who recognizes me for my hard work. Thanks for watching, and that's Navjit Dhillon for you.